Hi everyone, I'm April Effins with Heart Center Lifestyle, and I'm joined once again by my friend Stacie Codino, and she is with, I always have to try to remember this, Spirit Awakenings Angelic Shamanism Community. That's her Facebook page, and her website is staciecodino.com, and I'll have all the links in the comments of this video. But I'm really excited because we get to talk about what happens after we die. And maybe that's a little taboo for some people or scary, but it's not for me. I think just knowing you, Stacie, and having all the awesome sessions I've had with you and having a bigger understanding about us just transitioning back and it's not really death. I think that this will be a fun little video to maybe have you open, other people's eyes to the what you've learned from the angels and from your spirit guides. So can you kind of start us off and let us know what you know?
Sure. Well, there's a lot involved, of course, so I'll keep it pretty short and simple. But a lot of what I've learned about death and the process of and what happens after has come directly from the angels, the spirits that I work with, and also deceased people. I do mediumship as well, and they're always so willing to teach, and we're understanding, as well as being with people when they've crossed over, watching them and watching what happens. It's all really fascinating. And the angels and the spirits look at it as this beautiful celebration, this amazing party and celebration, and it's like another level kind of thing. It's a beautiful thing. And of course we move out of any of these attachments in our ego body to emotion or fear, all of those things. And so we do a lot of life review work, and we do life review work throughout life anyway, but then right towards the end, we're doing the processing that needs to happen of this physical experience. And sometimes you may notice if you've seen somebody who's ill and maybe getting ready to cross over, it's almost like they're not there sometimes, and then all of a sudden they come back and they're alert. They often will. A lot of them will leave their body. Not completely. Enough to keep it going. But leave their body, and they're doing life review and come back, and it's an experience. Also, you might hear them talk about, they're seeing angels or they're seeing their loved ones that have already crossed before them. And so, they're also trying to assist. So in my experience, what I have watched is, they move out of the body, and sometimes they just move really quick in through this light portal, this beautiful light portal, and they've got all of these angels that are supporting them along the way. And oftentimes, like I said, they're loved ones, and they move into that space. This big celebration happens, and then they move into another space of life review, kind of another version of it from that format. And when they do that, that's when, like if somebody asks me to do a mediumship session, I will ask them. Siri's trying to connect with us. I will ask. We're talking about deceased, that. They'll ask me how soon they can contact their loved one. And so I often tell them, let's give it at least a couple of weeks. Let them prepare their energy, and then we will. And that's usually because of that life review. It doesn't mean we couldn't possibly connect with them, but I just want to really have respect for those beings that have crossed over, because it does take them a lot of energy to come forward and connect with us and really let them heal. Watching my father's transition, he there was no hesitation when he left his physical body. It was very, very quick, almost as if he couldn't get out fast enough. And he had been tired of being sick, But and some people I've seen hesitate and try to negotiate and let's see, and whatever their process is. But in shamanism, how we really like to prepare someone is we will ask them, if given the chance. I mean, sometimes accidents happen and there's no, chance to have some of these conversations. But, what do you think happens after you pass? And have them create this story, this beautiful idea or experience or belief system. And what that does is that gets them more certain in what to expect. It takes away a lot of fear. And then it takes away a lot of confusion, once they start leaving their body. So it's a really good idea. And if they don't have one, or, they are fearful, I will express to them my belief. Well, what I feel that happens is, I think all of my loved ones are there, and I'll just describe to them. So, again, when they're getting ready to transition, there's just this idea that somewhere in them that can help support in the process.
That's
And those
beautiful.
yeah, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. I mean, of course, as human beings, we are emotional about it and all of those things, but it is one of the most magical experiences I've ever experienced, is watching that. And those angels are just right there with them. They are not doing this alone. So it's pretty amazing. But yeah, so after life review happens, and then they go on to do whatever else that they're going to do and experience. And but we have this whole idea of still envisioning them sometimes in a physical experience. But they do lose all of this ego thing is a middle world, which is where we are. And then when they connect with us, they come back, a bit of them comes back into this middle world to have these conversations with us.
Well, I've had you talk about this before, excuse me, about you've seen people that, well, I've seen on TV when maybe a medium connects with somebody that's passed and they joke about their personality or being stubborn, or to give um, reassurance to the person that they're doing the reading for, that this truly is this person. And I thought that was always so interesting, because I thought, like you said, you lose your ego. That's an earthly this lifetime sort of experience. And so when you pass over, you don't have that ego. So that was confusing to me, but you explained it really well why that happens. Can you touch on that?
Yeah, yeah. So because we're in a physical body, for them to communicate in a mediumship kind of way with us, you know, they have to kind of come down to our level, so to speak. They've left this physical. This is a dense experience on this earth. It's a density, and so and they move out of that density. So they have to kind of come back in order to have these conversations with us, and so that we'll um, understand them. And that's why you'll hear things like, forgiveness. Can I have forgiveness? Because they really have gone past that. But they still can experience that, and that's also why it takes them a lot of energy, because they're shifting their high vibrational energy to be in a not technically a physical form, but this middle earth kind of thing. And so that's why it really kind of wears them out, a bit. And sometimes it takes them a little while to figure out how to do that, which is why one reading, maybe initially, it can seem like, just not a lot of information or not the clearest. And then over a little bit of time, it gets a lot more clear.
That makes perfect sense. Ah, I just had an aha. Again, after every time we do these videos, I'm like, I need another session. I need another session. I got people to connect. Yeah. Cool. Well, if any of you are interested in connecting with Stacie, please do so. She is amazing, and I've had awesome sessions with her connecting with loved ones, as well as doing all kinds of other work with her. So click on the link below and connect with her. And our next video is going to be about reincarnation. So check us out. Thanks, everyone. Bye.